From the WYLN studios in Hazleton, Pennsylvania, WYLN Evening Edition at 5:30 starts right now.
Good evening. It's Monday, December 19th, 2016. I'm Ann Gownley. A Hazleton man is at Lehigh Valley Hospital, Hazleton tonight after mixing chemicals together for cleaning out a drain. Emergency responders were called to the home around 4 o'clock this afternoon. 3 people occupy that home and 1 was taken to the hospital. Fire Chief Donald Leschko spoke with us at the scene and explained what happened.
The gentleman told us he took a sulfuric acid drain cleaner and mixed it actually with a bleach compound due to he had a blocked drain in his basement. What that caused a chlorine gas in the basement. So right now, one male occupant for the residence was transported to Lehigh Valley Hazleton for treatment. He was having some respiratory distress. He's being treated at Lehigh Valley Hazleton. And right now we're just venting the structure. We've everything opened up and we're using positive pressure ventilation to clear the structure.
Chief Leschko said to avoid mixing chemicals together if you don't know what you're doing because it can be very dangerous.
Actually, it could cause death. The biggest thing to recommend is that they sell a lot of this stuff in the stores, which is it's an item you can buy, but if you're not properly trained and understanding the directions of it, can cause very great harm to you and your family. So, really recommend if you don't know what you're doing with this product, don't use it. Contact professionals. There's professional drain cleaners out there, plumbers. They're the ones you want to call about doing a job, and we understand that they do sell the products in the store, but again, if you don't understand completely what you're doing, seek advice, seek help before you do use the product. It can cause great harm and danger, and especially even death to yourself and to your family.
The family will be able to return to their home after it is properly ventilated. Several drug dealers were taken off the streets in Schuylkill County by county, state, and federal officials. Dozens of individuals whose names are up on your screen now were arrested on drug charges. The Schuylkill County District Attorney's Office and Shenandoah Police organized the warrant roundup. FBI, U.S. Marshals, State Police, Fugitive Task Force, the Schuylkill County Sheriff's Office, and Adult Probation were all involved, focusing on the individuals involved with the heroin and meth problem in the county. Those names on your screen now were still all arrested and arraigned by Magisterial District Judge James Kilker and charged with possession with intent to deliver and manufacture. They are all locked up at the Schuylkill County Prison. Bail was set at $50,000. As of midday Monday, those that were up on your screen now still have active warrants for their arrests. Anyone with information on these individuals can call their local police department. A Warrior Run man never made it home from work at the Humboldt Industrial Park near Hazleton this weekend. State police say the 52-year-old man, whose name was not released, was trapped in his SUV at the bottom of an embankment. He'd had an accident on a snow-covered roads going home Saturday morning. He was pinned and couldn't reach his phone to call for help. Police found his tire tracks after being called by his family. They followed them and found him at the bottom of the embankment. Despite the ordeal, he was taken to Geisinger, Wyoming Valley with what were called minor injuries. A fire in Girardville over the weekend appears to have been accidental. It broke out Saturday night in a house next to the American Legion on Main Street. Authorities say it looked as though it started in the bedroom. No one was home at the time, so there were no injuries, and the American Legion was not damaged. Former Luzerne County Elections Bureau Director Lenny Piazza is in trouble. Police say he threatened Kingston State Representative Aaron Coffer on Friday. Coffer says Piazza called yelling about being turned down by Social Security for disability, then started firing off a list of things he said needed fixing. Then Piazza said, quote, "This needs to be fixed or I'm gonna start going crazy," and quote, "someone's gonna die," unquote. Piazza is charged with terroristic threats and harassment. He's in county prison after a judge revoked his bail. Piazza was hired as an election supervisor in Georgia. A Wilkes-Barre woman is facing charges after assaulting a police officer outside the Alibaba Lounge on South Main Street. Police say the bar had thrown 54-year-old Yolanda Caminero out of the bar, but she refused to leave. The bar called police. When an officer arrived, Caminero allegedly started throwing pieces of clothing at him and still refused to leave. She was arrested for public drunkenness. While she was being placed into a cruiser, she threw up and managed to slip out of the handcuffs. She threw a punch at the cop and missed, so she split into his face. She's in county prison facing several charges. Wilkes-Barre police are investigating an early morning burglary on Sunday. They say a man reported someone entered his home on North Franklin Street. He then discovered his blue 2004 Dodge Caravan had been stolen and had plate number PC042163. If you've seen it, you are asked to call Wilkes-Barre City Police at 570-208-4200. Is crime down in Wilkes-Barre? Figures from the State Police Uniform Crime Report indicate violent crime in the city was cut in half by the end of October, but there are discrepancies. For example, it says there were no homicides in the town this year, but there have been 5. Halfway through the year, violent crimes that murder, rape, robbery, shootings, and aggravated assault was down 26.4%, according to a city-generated report included in a right-to-know request filed by the Citizens Voice. Nonviolent crime was down 18.5%, burglaries down 43.4%. But Sergeant Phil Myers, president of the Police Benevolent Association, the union which represents police, is suspicious of claims Chief Marcella Landecki ordered officers to alter reports to classify crimes differently to doctor statistics. Today was the first day back at school for students in the Dallas Area School District. Teachers announced the end of the strike Friday afternoon, returning to work this morning. No contract agreement has been reached. The teachers union's John Holland said they were concerned about students and the community. The strike, which was supposed to end last Tuesday, was expected to last until December 28th. Negotiations are continuing. The sides reached an agreement on a schedule for back pay for 2 years, this school year and last year. It will pay teachers around $500,000 each year, but salary and health care premium sharing remains obstacles. Police are looking for a Summit Hill woman who's missing. 26-year-old Felicia Bachman, who is known as Felly to her friends, was last seen on December 2nd in Summit Hill. The last anyone heard from her was via text 2 days later. Her cell phone is dead, and she left all of her things and a pet dog and rabbit behind with no food or water. She drives a 98 Mazda 626 with license plate number JXZ0654. If you've seen it, call Summit Hill Police at 570-646-7429. Well, as promised tonight, we have the winners from the Pennies Classified giveaway. Those 8 winners are as followed. For the Purple Rose Cafe, it's Kathy Graybosch. For the Barbush Auto Oil Change, Dolores Andrews. And TM Auto, a $20 gift certificate, is Michelle Getting. Pancakes, $20 gift certificate, is Betty Berthold. Kroshak Jewelers, $20 gift certificate, Francis Massage. Vesuvio's, 1 large pizza, is Joseph Benaravich, and A&A Pizza at Beaver Meadows is Diane Santu, and John's Family Restaurant is Carol LaRose. Congratulations to all of those winners. Those winners won prizes given to WYLN for this contest thanks to local area businesses. And stay tuned to WYLN for additional chances to win those great prizes like concert tickets, wrestling events, and prizes like these. And congratulations to all of our winners. We will have those up on our Facebook page following the newscast. Time now for our first look at our forecast. A very cold and windy winter day, and with only 6 days until Christmas, is there any chance we will see a white Christmas? Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacik is in the Weather Center with the details. Joe?
Probably not at this point in time. Over the next couple of days, temperatures looking like they have a chance of getting above freezing. So I think at least today is going to be the last of the coldest of days we're going to see for a while. We're going to be looking at some milder weather coming into play. But like I said, do we have any type of storms over the next couple of days? We know it's a big travel week. I'll let you know. 7-day forecast in just a few. Ann?
Thanks, Joe. Coming up next, manager of the World Series Chicago Cubs and hometown boy Joe Maddon had quite the exciting weekend for many in our area, which concluded with his annual Thanksmas dinner on Sunday. WYLN's Aaron Harvey will have all the details on that. Plus, it's Medical Monday here on WYLN, and Ting O from Physical Therapy and Balance Centers of Hazleton has ways to prevent your neck from hurting due to cell phone use. All that and more, plus sports, is coming your way here on WYLN. Stay tuned.
You're watching WYLN News with Ann Gownley, video journalists Mike Lula and Julie Stefanovich, Paula Degnan, Gary Perna, Abby Piskel, and Aaron Harvey. Sports with Eric DeBerardinis and John Eric Poli, and weather with Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacik.
Why do so many Subaru buyers love Fairway Subaru?
By far, Fairway Subaru gave me the best price and the best trade-in.
I've been very pleased with their service.
We actually found what we were looking for right off the lot.
Made sure that the vehicle I was looking for fit my needs. I really feel like a part of their extended family.
Fairway Subaru on Route 309, Hazel Township, or visit us online during the Subaru Share the Love event.
The World Series champions Chicago Cubs manager Joe Maddon was in Hazleton for several events over the weekend, but the main event he holds every year is his Thanksmas dinner. WYLN's Aaron Harvey has more.
Hundreds of people filled the basement of the Hazleton One Community Center Saturday afternoon for the annual Thanksmas dinner. The dinner is hosted every year by Chicago Cubs manager Joe Maddon. Maddon is a Hazleton native and co-founder of the Hazleton Integration Project and started the Thanksmas dinner during his years as manager of the Tampa Bay Rays. The dinner was free and open to anyone who wanted to attend. Maddon holds the dinner once a year in between Thanksgiving and Christmas to come back to the area and visit with friends and relatives in the community.
The affinity for all this, for the people, both the Hispanic culture and those that are in need, thanks was pretty much the result of those thoughts. So you come back here for Thanksmas right now, and it's kind of a slower pace down here right now, and there's food on the table. It's more like your kitchen, which I've always loved. So I'm able to sit and talk to people at greater length. People show up that I haven't said. Timmy Grazio was just here with Butchie Amon. My Aunt Gaby's sitting right over there. Jack Sywell and Patsy showed up. I had this opportunity to actually sit and visit with folks that I never get that chance to do with. So it's the breaking of bread in a familiar setting that was always warm and inviting, and just definitely a part of the holiday spirit in the Maddon family, the Klosick family.
Maddon's wife Jay enjoys coming back to visit everyone in the community.
We get a chance to visit with people who are either just fallen on hard times, or their stories are amazing, and to see the people coming out, and there's no worry of what people are going to think or anything like that, and it's these are the real people that make Hazleton or make the Tampa Bay area.
President of the Board of Directors of HIP, Frank D'Andrea, says even though Maddon attended several events this past weekend, Thanksmas is his favorite.
Where he could mingle with his hometown people and give back and feed people and just spend some good quality time. It's been crazy because of the level of Joe's popularity. On Friday when Bill Murray crashes a party because he's a friend of Joe's, that's the level that we're dealing with now.
For more information on the Hazleton Integration Project, you can visit hazletonintegrationproject.com. In Hazleton, for WILN News, I'm Aaron Harvey.
Thank you, Aaron. Coming up next, Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbaczyk is back with a full look at our forecast, plus ways to prevent text neck with Ting-O from Physical Therapy and Balance Centers of Hazleton. More news, weather, and sports is coming your way here on WYLN. Stay tuned.
Light up your Wi-Fi for the holidays with super fast, always reliable SCCV Internet. Free for 2 months. Choose the speed you need to brighten the holidays with flawless video streaming and downloads on all your devices. Already an SCCV Internet customer? Ask about our holiday speed upgrade offer. Don't miss these great holiday offers. Visit SCCV online or call your local office and light up your Wi-Fi for 2 months free.
Physical Therapy and Balance Centers. It's spelled different because we are different. Physical is unlike any therapy center you've been to before. If you're tired of living in pain, if you want to move better, overcome an injury or balance disorder, or you just want to improve your strength and conditioning, our highly skilled team of medical experts will help you get back to living the life you enjoy. New mentality, new body, new life. Get physical.
Why do so many Subaru buyers love Fairway Subaru?
By far, Fairway Subaru gave me the best price and the best trade-in.
I've been very pleased with their service.
We actually found what we were looking for right off the lot.
Made sure that the vehicle I was looking for fit my needs. I really feel like a part of their extended family.
Fairway Subaru on Route 309, Hazel Township, or visit us online during the Subaru Share the Love event.
Well, definitely a cold day across our area today. At least today is going to be the last of it for the next several days. It looks like we'll be looking at temperatures getting above freezing over the next couple of days going into next weekend. And if you like the milder temperatures, you're going to like the 7-day forecast. If you like the snow and chances of a white Christmas, well, they are slowly but surely starting to diminish. It is cold outside now, at least the wind's not much of a factor. That, of course, is the good news. On to the numbers, and you could see for yourself that temperature-wise, we're only in the teens. 16 degrees to be exact, but those winds, notice how light they are. So literally, that's the good news. You don't want those winds whipping up there with these cold temperatures. Of course, you know, that'll make it feel much colder than the actual air temperature indicates. But right now, the actual air temperature feels like the air temperature when you walk outside with those winds, relatively light. How do we do temperature-wise for the day? Only got up to 20. The early morning low was a cold start to our early morning of 12 degrees, and we did see a wind gust coming in at 22 miles per hour throughout the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. Here's what it's looking like. For the most part, temperatures holding in the 20s. There's some areas that are still in the teens. And there's a few areas that are near 30 degrees, including Harrisburg, Allentown, and Philadelphia. But again, we don't have to worry about any precipitation. It is dry across the Northeast. And those winds, very, very light for the most part. That's what we like to see this time of year. Tell you what though, chances of that white Christmas are starting to diminish, as you can clearly see on the Fairway Subaru 7-day forecast. Fairway Subaru is proud to support Make-A-Wish Foundation of Greater Pennsylvania with a $250 Subaru donation in connection with the Share the Love event, helping to share even more love right here in our community through January the 3rd. So tomorrow, mix of clouds and sunshine. We'll get to about freezing. Same holds true for Wednesday, partly sunny. Yeah, maybe a couple of rain or snow showers mixed for our Thursday, about 36 degrees. 32 holding steady for Friday. Partly sunny, and then going into the weekend, which of course we know is Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, you know, kind of inactive, not much going on weather-wise. And look at those numbers, those temperatures. Yeah, we're going to be just about near 40 degrees, and even early next week, there's a good chance we're going to be getting up into the lower 40s. Stick around, we'll continue to have a lot more for you coming up after the break.
Minutes away. That's right, you're just minutes away from a great deal on a new car, truck, or SUV from Barber Ford. 2 great locations, Exeter and Hazleton. The best deals on America's #1 brand are just 19 minutes from Scranton, 15 minutes from Wilkes-Barre, 12 minutes from Old Forge, 18 minutes from Mountaintop, and 28 minutes from Berwick. Barber Ford in Exeter and Barber Ford in Hazleton. Start your new car search today at barberautogroup.com, where nobody sells for less.
For the holidays, take your family to Bonanza Steakhouse for these specials. Tuesdays, half-pound USDA choice sizzling sirloin, only $8.99. And Thursday special, 5 boneless country ribs or a half rack of baby back ribs, only $8.99. Both specials come with your choice of one side, and if you want to add the buffet, just $4.50. Can't forget Seniors Wednesdays, $1 off any platter. All this and more at Bonanza Steakhouse.
The Victoria story's a glorious story, the sweetest that's ever been told. They found they were handy
At making fine candy
for family and friends to behold. Word spread through the land
that Victoria's candies
would one day be leading the rest.
Now that day is here,
For the facts are quite clear that Victoria's candies are best.
Most people worry about carpal tunnel syndrome and arthritis when you find yourself texting and playing on your cell phone for hours on end. But did you ever hear of text neck? Tango from Physical Therapy and Balance Centers of Hazleton has details on how to prevent the dreaded text neck.
Hi, this is Ting O.
I'm Kathy O from Physical Therapy and Balance Center.
And welcome to Medical Monday. Today we're talking about one of the problems that is happening with medical technology. I don't know if you've noticed, but everywhere we go these days we come across people like this, either texting, surfing the net, or playing games like Kathy is right now. The problem is our head isn't designed to be like that, and there's a lot of people that have been developing problems with their neck and shoulders and resulting in strains and pains in the area. It's happened enough that it's now become known as text neck. When our head is straight up and down, it actually weighs around about 10 to 12 pounds. So when your head is straight up and down, it's directly above your shoulders, and there's very minimal muscle force that needs to be used to hold your head upright. But researchers have actually found that when we get into the texting position, the weight of the head actually exerts a 60-pound pressure on the muscles of the neck and shoulders. So over time, that really creates a lot of strain on the shoulders and the joints and the discs of the neck, resulting in a lot of people developing problems with neck strains, discal injuries, and also muscle strains. So aside from spending less time on the cell phone, what can you do? One is make sure that you take a break every now and then. Most people recommend around about 20-30 minutes. Make sure you stop, get up into a nice straight position, roll your shoulders, stretch your neck. Do something aside from letting your head down. And what that does is it gives the muscles a break and lets them reset so that they're ready for the next bout. Number two, you can bring the tablet or the cell phone up to your eyes. Now that is something that can be difficult if you're not used to it, but there's actually an app for that, would you believe? The app is called Text Neck Indicator. What it does is it gives you a little red face on the side of your cell phone, and when it's at an angle that's good for reading, it'll actually light up green. If it's at an angle where you're at risk of developing neck pains, it'll light up red, so it'll give you an indicator of what it's like to be in a good posture. And number three, obviously look after your neck. If you're going to be on the phone a lot, make sure you get those neck muscles looked after. Go visit a body worker, physical therapist, massage therapist, chiropractor, and make sure that you're ready for your daily stresses that you put on your neck.
Call Physical Therapy and Balance Centers for a free 20-minute question and answer session. 501-1808. Physical Therapy and Balance Centers, 1324 North Church Street in Hazel Township, or visit them online at hazeltonpt.com.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
The holiday season is in full swing at Stewart's Flower Shop and Greenhouse. Stop in for beautiful, unique, colored poinsettias from single bloom to 5 branches. Stewart's Flower Shop and Greenhouse, where creativity and personal attention make a beautiful arrangement. Make sure you stop in the Cheese Store and More for a wonderful gift basket or two. Check out their imported gifts, cheeses, and snacks that are perfect for this holiday season. Call or stop in today, and remember to check their holiday hours.
Time to put a stamp on the 2016 high school football season. Trophies and medals given to the champs last weekend. Well, today and tomorrow, the finale. No trophies or medals, but certainly big honors as the Pennsylvania All-State teams announced. Local selections include Wyoming Valley West Junior offensive lineman Chris Bleich in 5A. In 3A, representatives from both the Wyoming Valley Conference and Schuylkill League. They are Nanticoke Senior defensive lineman Justin Casey and North Schuylkill Senior linebacker Major Jordan. And in Single A, Marian Catholic Senior Kyle Plesch gets the nod on the D-line. 2A, 4A, and 6A All-State teams will be released on Tuesday. Visit our Facebook page at WYLN Pressbox to see the Schuylkill County Football Coaches Association All-Star rosters, which were released today. In 2016, Joe Maddon's Cubs played 179 games in 212 days. That's a grind. His annual return to Hazleton, labeled a whirlwind tour, is a grind as well, with 4 straight days of events to benefit the Hazleton Integration Project. Here's a recap of the World Series champions' hometown visit. Joe Maddon is a groundbreaker in many ways. For his emergence from Hazleton, for his innovative managerial style, and for guiding the Chicago Cubs to their first World Series title in 108 years. Thursday, he was a groundbreaker for a new baseball-themed playground at the Hazleton One Community Center, thanks to a generous donation from local developer Bill Rinaldi.
Don't like your city or your community or your neighborhood, do something about it. Just don't stand there and be negative or talk badly about it.
Friday night, very lively at Valley Country Club for Maddon's annual holiday celebration and auction. And for once, Joe wasn't the biggest star in the room, but special guest and Cubs superfan Bill Murray thought Joe was. After Saturday night, Maddon may need to buy new shelves for all the hardware, certificates, and proclamations collected from various dignitaries on what was declared Joe Maddon Day in Hazleton. He's a guy that's very seasoned with the media, but was never grilled quite like when he took questions from kids that are involved with HIP.
Hello, my name is Justin.
Yes, sir.
Did you still have hope after losing a long time?
And Sunday, Game 7, so to speak, the finale and ace of Maddon's efforts in Hazleton. Thanks, Miss.
Now we're at this point where we're growing leaps and bounds on an annual basis. People understand what we're about. The resistors are starting to come on board. And then eventually this is going to turn out to be something that's truly going to be the beacon of the city.
It took just 2 years to get the Cubbies to where fans so desperately desired. It may take longer to return Hazleton to the place Maddon grew up, but he's making a championship effort. Now tonight on Late Edition Sports, we'll have hoops highlights as division play begins in the Schuylkill League. For now, that's it for sports. Stay tuned.
Mike Stower Coal and Oil Fuel Delivery with automatic delivery and budget plans available. 24-hour furnace service. Discount pricing for businesses and restaurants. Call them for a quote. Also, propane is now available, with a portion of the annual proceeds going to the Cancer Foundation for breast cancer awareness. Accepting major credit cards. Call 570-636-0503. StowerCoalAndOil.com.
The Victoria story's a glorious story, the sweetest that's ever been told.
They found they were handy
At making fine candy for family and friends to behold.
Word spread through the land
That Victoria's candies would one day be leading the rest. Now that day is here,
For the facts are quite clear
that Victoria's candies are best.
Well, next several days, not any big storms. Look at those temperatures, above freezing, and even going into the holiday, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, upper 30s. Some areas will be near 40, lower 40s, heading into next week.
It's not too bad. Not too bad.
No.
I mean, there's no white Christmas, but if you're going to be traveling, and you'll be traveling, looks like it's not bad
At least
weather.
that's good,
It'll just be cold.
Yeah.
So something that we are all used to in December, of course, but the roads look pretty clear for now.
Not single digits.
That is very true. Not single digits anymore. Not even
That's
teens.
good. Yeah, so it's going to feel pretty good, actually. It'll feel mild.
Mild.
Yeah.
I'll take mild. We'll take mild if we don't get a white Christmas. Have a good night, everyone.